Was like thinking about like a video idea for some time. I'm like, what should I talk about? Well, I thought why don't I just like take this as an opportunity to like have a accomplishment turn not accomplishment turning, but I want to talk about like what I want to do with my life and well get into the deep shit. So, like, I need to have this conversation with myself, so I'll just have this as the opportunity where I just like talk to myself and be like, bro, what the fuck do you want to do with your life? So, what the fuck do I want to do with my life? So, like, see, this is my like desk, right? And behind this, it's like a whole wall about shit I'm like working on. I'm like, oh yeah, for business, this shit you need to do, YouTube videos like this, that, and all. I'm doing multiple things. I need to focus on like one thing. So, what the fuck do I want to do? And that's an answer that like we all struggle to get. We'll be like, oh yeah, what the fuck do I want to do with my life? See, the thing is, it's you don't like think about what you want to do. Let's start off here, where what all I do not want to do with my life, which is like live a fucking 9 to 5. Like now I'm in 11th, right? Study 12th, then get into uni. After uni, get into like pre-degree and then like get a degree and shit like that. See, I tell you why. Because this life, I know like because my parents lived it and seen what they went through and like it's not a glamorous life. They're doctors. It's something like people in the middle, like middle class families, all look up to doctors and be like, oh yeah, it's a big thing. For us, we had never really had money as the problem. It's kind of like hard to say, but it was the truth. Money wasn't ever not like we are rich, but we are like higher end of the middle class thing. So like money, like for money for like basic necessities and like living a just that good enough life was there. So then I never needed to struggle or like be if I was like to my mom I wanted this toy or if I wanted this thing I could if I wanted this like materialistic thing I could have got it easily. I didn't need to like struggle or my family didn't have to struggle about anything. So like thinking of it like I should be a spoiled brat and like I am a spoiled brat. Look around me, I'm fucking spoiled. But I'm not as spoiled as others, I guess. Those kids, they they buy into that materialistic life. It's like, oh yeah, like they don't think about what else and like what higher levels of success and so all there. So like for me, I was never really a materialistic person. I was always like spiritual and like hobbies and things that make me happy that is not materialistic. If I'm like actually was into materialistic things, I actually at a period of time I was into materialistic things. I was like, oh yeah, I'll buy this thing all, but it was for social validation. Like, oh yeah, because this guy will like look at me and think, oh yeah, he has this thing, that thing, on and all. So like I seen their life. My mom, she works from a 9 to 5 under somebody else. Now she's like somewhat self-employed, so like trying to branch out and like not do a business. She's going about it in the wrong way, where she's just like make rather than doing a business, she's like making herself self-employed at first. And I was like, that's kind of a bad strategy because she's just like doing the same work as being a employee and also doing the work of the employer because you're the only person who's like working the whole thing. So then like now she got a few like staff to like assist her all, so she's doing that and alongside it she's working under somebody else just for that like stable source of income to come in alongside what she's trying to build up, which is her own like clinic that she wants to like, so she can be somewhat more independent and keep the higher margins of revenue. So that's my mom's goal. But then I just see it, I'm like, she studied for like 15-ish years. My dad studied for like 25 years. Like he studied till he was like goddamn 35. So fuck, bro. Um, yeah. So my dad studied till he was 35, And when like studying, it's just like I do not believe in the education system. Whenever I say this, I feel like I'm some goddamn like skeptic, or what do you call those guys? um, Conspiracy theorist. No, that's not the word. But it's just like when I say I don't buy into the like education system, people be like automatically spurg out. They'll be like darn, like because we all have been like fed this thing where like education is the only way to go and there's nothing else in life. You need a goddamn degree to get be successful in life. See, when you go to the education system, it's teaching you to be a worker. I'm not gonna like explain to you why the education system is flawed. It is flawed in multiple ways. It's flawed in like multiple ways, and like it doesn't teach you what you need to get out in the real world. It doesn't teach you those skills. So I can be a I would love to drop out like a few of my acquaintance I know who also are on to self improvement, and like they got few side hustles and they started making earning money that was decent enough to drop out. I'm not going to tell this to my mom, but my goal is to get in systems that are like in the near future, like if possible by like the end of this year. Not this year, okay, this is like we're already at like September, so it's not gonna happen in 2 months, but then mean by end of like 12, before I get into uni, I want to be self-sufficient enough to know I can drop out. Whenever like student says he wants to drop out, it's not because he wants to make money, it's because he's a goddamn idiot. Whenever I see one of my like friends, like, oh yeah, I have a friend in my class, he'll also like tell shit about the education system, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I agree with you, but then what the fuck are you gonna do about it? He's like, not gonna do anything about it. You're an idiot, and you can't just drop out and expect your parents to feed you. It's not gonna work. You need to be self-sufficient, and then after you're self-sufficient and you can like provide for yourself, then you decide your own part. The hardest people to convince in your life is your parents, because they want what's best for you, and they were like raised up in like brainwashed learning. Yeah, this is the conventional way, like the old way of schooling, education, everything is the way to live in the modern world. It's wrong. It's fundamentally flawed, that like thinking. But so then like I'm not here to convince you that like, oh, what I'm thinking is correct or anything. Maybe I'm also wrong, but see, the thing is, I do not want to like whatever I do, like I do not want to go through this like conventional part. If I also like see, the point of doing something outside the like conventional part is you might fail a few times, but then you can eventually hit the stride where you do like make it. It's like, see, success, people say it's all about luck. You're right. You're absolutely right. Success is luck, but it is also preparation. And lucky moments keep happening to us. We keep getting opportunities, but we also keep missing opportunities. The thing is, luck over a long enough period of time, it's statistics, bro. If there's like you have a 10% chance of making it in this year, over 10 years it's 100%. So I'm saying luck over a long enough period of time, it's not a it doesn't exist, it's a construct. So like luck, people be like, oh yeah, you need to be lucky to be successful. You're absolutely wrong. If you dedicate your life to being successful, you'll absolutely be successful. You can't have this like mindset of yeah, like if I was lucky, oh yeah, that guy got lucky. So when you're giving giving everything to luck, you're taking power away from you. See, Hamza says it best. It's all about your mindset. If you think, oh yeah, that guy got lucky, or oh yeah, I can't do it, it's all about luck. You can't do it. You can't fucking do it because you do not believe in yourself. Make come closer to you guys. So you can't do it because you just don't believe in yourself. You can't do it because you just don't believe in yourself. It's like if the fundamental thing of doing anything in life is like mindset and believing in yourself. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, it's all about luck and not believe in yourself. It's, see, luck is that moment that gives you the opportunity to show your skill, to capitalize on the moment. So, so like right now, that was like a side rant, but then right now, what I envision my life as is right now I'm going to work on self improvement, learning, growing as a person, not learning from the school system. They teach you bullshit, bro. Like they do not teach anything worth your time. Like they teach you physics, maths, all. It's a huge like. I do not see the point in it. I do not see like ambition. Oh yeah, I will become a doctor and then oh yeah, I'll learn medicine and then do blah blah blah. So then like see, my plan is like I'll learn valuable skills. I learn sales, I learn other stuff on the side. And then like as I learn more, I'll try implementing my knowledge and implementing and trying to provide value. Making income is not about like oh yeah, it's not about like oh yeah, you just like spend 7 hours in and then they give you the money for 7 hours. That's a consumer mind, meaning that is a 9 to 5 workers mindset that the society has conditioned upon you. Oh yeah, if you ask like I've been studying, they'll be like, oh yeah, how many hours did you study? Or it'd be like, I'm making decent money. How many hours do you spend on your job? It must be a lot, right? It's not like that, bro. See, your money, it's not the hours you spend. This is why I want to escape the 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 is like you invest your money to get, no, fuck me. You invest your time to get money. That's not a life I want to live. See, I don't want to invest my life to getting money and I can use the money to like spend and buy and blah blah blah. I want to use my time to learn stuff which I can put in systems. Like I can start courses. I can like making these videos itself. It's like after I spend like 10 12 minutes recording a video, it's there for like I don't know how long, like till I remove the video. So then me like talking to you and providing you value, it's there like throughout time and space. I had to say that after I said time. So like because that's there throughout, if this channel was like monetized, I was making money for like every view this gets and every person who like spends this much like watch time and all. Or like if it was paid content and I launched a course, for example, because I learned a lot about this like one topic, I wanted to like teach you guys and I launched a course. Oh yeah, like for like $1 or something, and then this course is out there. I'm getting paid for like how many people click on it. It's nothing related to my time. I spend time building a good product and my money comes from the product, not from my time. I spend time building the product which will give me like money. So the point, if you want to make a lot of money, you spend your time making a lot of side products. You call, in technical terms, you call this systems. You build, you spend your time building systems that will give you money without you spending more time into them. You get me? Some people be like, oh yeah, that's passive income. You like, yeah, it could be passive income, but that's not your goal. That shouldn't be a goal. Passive income gets like only done if you spend your time into building these systems. So first you spend your time learning. After you learn and you know you have enough value to provide to others, that's when you start producing. Don't be a consumer, be a producer. So for me, I want to escape this 9 to 5. This is like a goddamn matrix, like Andrew Tate says. We're living in a matrix. And like only way to escape this is first the most important thing is financial independence, because if nobody can like boss you around, you don't have a mom or a daddy figure who might be employing you, who might be teaching you, or whatever, who can control you. If you don't have that, you have freedom, bro. You have legit freedom. My strives to self improvement and everything like this is to get freedom. I'm sick of living under my mom, under this teacher, under the system. I want fucking freedom. That's what I want. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, please, like, can I have like 1 more hour extra to do this or that? No, that's not what I want to do, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to live under somebody. You don't want to live under your university teacher telling, oh yeah, you need to submit this assignment at this time. Fuck no. You don't want to live under your employer who can fire you whenever he wants when he finds a better employee than you. So try like your priority in life right now, if you're young especially like me, you should spend your time learning and consuming. So after you consume actually valuable goods, you can produce things that are of value. Don't, if you consume garbage, you produce garbage. Remember that. So don't go around scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on YouTube shorts. Don't go around doing that. You should consume content that is valuable. Only then you can produce content that you might be even paid for, because you produced value. You should see money in that way. Money is a transaction of values. Somebody gives you something of value and they give you money for it. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I just like wanted to come out, say I don't want to live this 9 to 5. Fuck this shit, bro. So see ya. I don't know, like the future, it's like really vague, and you do not see, you cannot see the goddamn future. And that's what's like this most scariest part. I do not know, like maybe I'm like actually idiot, and everybody around me is like right. Maybe the 9 to 5 was the correct way to live, and me just risking it all. Maybe I'll just fall down on my knees and I'll be like, oh fuck, bro. At the end of life, I'll be like, why did I take this leap of faith? I won't be like that. I'll be like, fuck, I messed up, but whatever. I'll be like that. I'll try again because I have time to try again. But if you just spend your time just going through the system, you won't have that time to like risk everything again. When you're young, you can risk it and come back. You can like stand up after you take a blow. But when you're older, you can't do that. You have like commitments and all. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I guess I'll head out. So